I'm Kathy with Hit the Mat. Today's workout is going to be a yoga workout. So begin your breathing in and out through the nose. Inhales and exhales nice and deep and even, all of them through the nose. Every movement is associated with a breath. We're going to start out with a few sun salutations and then move in from there. Start on by standing on your mat nice and tall, feet grounded into the floor, legs are strong, pelvis neutral, abdominals tight, chest lifted, shoulders back and down. Top of the head reaches up towards the ceiling. Arms just rest at your sides. On your inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Make your body nice and long. And then exhale, palms out and down. Scrape the sides of the room as you come down. Inhale, sweep up. And exhale, forward fold. Lift the hips. Reach forward, drop the top of your head. Let your hips lift up. Let the top of your head drop. Take a few breaths here. In and out through your nose. On your inhale, come up about halfway, bring your hands to your shins or to your thighs so your head and your hips are in a nice straight line. And on your exhale, step your right foot back into a lunge. Drop the back knee down and then inhale, come all the way up to standing. The top of your foot is down against the floor. Your core is nice and tight. Your chest is lifting up. And your hips are dropping down. Take a few breaths here. On your next exhale, bring your hands to the floor, tuck your toes under, step back to a plank, and then lower chaturanga. You can drop your knees for beginner, or stay on your toes for a little more tricky. Elbows in at your sides as you lower all the way to the floor. Inhale, lift your chest up, bring your shoulder blades down your back, tops of the feet to the floor. And then exhale, you can push onto your knees to make it a little easier, or just push straight up, tuck your toes under, push up, and back into downward dog. Top of the head drops down, hands are shoulder width apart, feet are shoulder width apart, hip width. Feet are hip width apart, heels dropping down, hips lift up. Top of the head drops, shake your head side to side, let it be loose. Fingers, for index finger and thumb pressing into the mat. On your inhale, look towards your hands. Exhale, bring your right foot forward. Drop that back knee down. Inhale, come all the way up. Reach up on the inhales and sink down with the exhales. Feel those hips opening up. Inhale, lengthen through the top of your head, reach up, and on the exhales, drop those hips. On your next exhale, bring your hands to the floor, tuck your toes under, and step to the front. Inhale, come up about that halfway, nice straight line from head to hips, and exhale, forward fold, top of the head drops down to the floor. On your next inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Keep your core nice and tight. Come all the way standing. And exhale, bring the arms out and down. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. We're going to do it again. Exhale, forward fold. Lift the hips, reach forward. Lengthen your spine. Lift the back of your legs. Top of the head drops. Head and neck are loose. Inhale, come up about halfway. Nice straight spine. Hands are here, or even to the floor if you can keep your back straight while you do it. And then on your next exhale, step your right foot back. Drop the back knee down, drop the hips, top of the foot to the floor, and inhale all the way up. Shoulders back and down, hips dropping down. Core is nice and tight. Exhale to plank. Chaturanga, your elbows are going to stay against your sides. You can do it either from your knees or your toes, but you control all the way down. Lift your chest. Pull your shoulders away from your ears. Bring your chest forward. Lengthen your spine. And then exhale, downward dog. That's a cobra pose. And here's downward dog. Heels down, hips lifting. Push your hands into the floor. Push the mat away from you. Lift your hips up towards the ceiling. So you're lengthening the spine. Chest moves back towards your thighs. On your next inhale, look towards your hands. Exhale, bring your right foot forward. Ankle goes underneath the knee always. Ankle under the knee. Drop the back knee down, top of the foot down. Inhale up. Drop those hips on your exhales. On your inhales, lengthen up through the spine. And on your next exhale, step to the front of the mat. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, forward fold, top of the head drops down. Inhale all the way up standing. Exhale, palms out and down. We're going to do that again, one on each side, and we're going to go one breath per movement. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, forward fold, lift the hips. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step your left foot back. Drop the back knee down, inhale up. Exhale, chaturanga. You're going to your plank or to your knees. Elbows in as you control your movement down. Inhale, lift the chest, bring the shoulder blades down your back. Exhale, downward dog. You can push to the knees first if you need to. Take a few breaths here in downward dog. Focus your breathing on relaxing your body. On your inhales, you're lifting your hips towards the ceiling. On your exhales, you're lowering your shoulders. You're moving your chest back towards your thighs. On your next inhale, look towards your hands. Step your left foot forward, ankle under the knee, drop the back knee. Inhale, reach out and up, drop the hips, lengthen the spine. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, lift the chest halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, palms out and down. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, forward fold. Lift the hips, reach forward. Bring your chest forward, lengthen the spine. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step your right foot back. Drop the back knee. Inhale, up. Exhale, chaturanga, hands to the floor, into plank, and lower. Keep your body nice and straight. Inhale to cobra, pull the shoulders back. Lift the chest, lengthen the spine. Exhale, downward dog. Feet are hip width apart, hands are shoulder width apart. Chest moves back, hips lift up. In and out through the nose. Push the mat away from you, lift the hips towards the ceiling. This is going to work the whole back side of the body. It's going to stretch out the hamstrings. It's going to open up the back, relaxes the neck, stretches out the neck, strengthens the shoulders and the arms. Inhale, look towards your hands. Exhale, step that right foot forward, drop the back knee. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Nice straight spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, palms out and down. We're going to go on. We're going to do a few more lunges and then maybe do a couple warriors. I kind of make this up as we go, so we'll see what we do. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, this time bring the right foot, that's the left. Bring the left foot back, but stay in this lunge position. So your back leg is up, your back heel is pressing towards the back, and you're keeping that leg nice and strong and straight. If you need to modify and drop down to the knee, that's your modification. So on the toes or on the knee, whichever works better for you, we're going to come all the way standing, reaching out, reaching up, drop your hips down towards the floor, pull your stomach up off of your thigh, straighten out that back leg, bring your palms together on your exhale, bring your left elbow to your right thigh, and we're twisting. We're starting at the very base of the spine on this twist, lifting our heart up towards our thumbs. Press your palms together, press against that leg, drop the hips down, and a nice twist here. If you need to drop that back leg, you can drop the back leg. hands to the floor. Step that back leg up, back. And let's go to chaturanga. Elbows in as you lower. Inhale, up dog. We're going to go to up dog. Tops of the feet and the hands only on the floor. The hips lift, the knees lift, and the chest is opening up. On your exhale, you can go to knees if you need to, or tuck your toes under, lift the hips. Down dog. On your inhale, look towards your hands. Exhale, step the left foot forward this time. Ankle under the knee and come into that standing lunge. Press the back heel back. Drop the hips down, and on your inhale, come all the way standing, either with your knee down or your knee up. Whichever you need to do is fine. Bring those shoulder blades down your back. Lower your hips towards the floor. Reach up. Your arms should never just be like relaxed and hanging out. They're strong. You've got muscles all in there. You got to use those muscles. Flex the arms. Keep them strong. Focus your breathing in and out through the nose. On your exhale, palms come together. Right elbow to your left leg. This time rotating to the other side. Drop those hips. Start your rotation from the base of your spine. Lift your heart up towards your thumbs. Press your palms together. Press against that leg. Get some leverage there. Focus your breath in and out through the nose. On your exhale, bring your hands to the floor. Step this leg back into chaturanga. Elbows in. Come into upward dog. Tops of the feet in the hands. If you are better in cobra, then stay in cobra. Push back into downward dog. Drop those heels, lift the hips. This time we're going to lift our right leg straight up off the mat, right up into the ceiling, and then bring the foot forward between our hands. Spin your back heel down to the floor. Lift your chest up off your thighs. This is a warrior one pose. Back hip pushes forward, front hip pulls back. Your knee should be nice in line with your foot. Sinking down into this front leg, keeping your upper body off of that leg. Hands can be here or here. Press the outside of that back foot down into the mat, nice and strong through that back leg. Nice and strong through the front leg. Push your heel into the floor. On your exhale, turning to warrior two, you're going to shift your hips to face this side. Don't let this knee turn in. You want to keep this knee pressing out towards that baby toe on that side. So hips square to the wall, arms extend, your wrists right in line with your shoulders. Look down at that front big toe. You should be able to see it. If your knee's in the way, move it out. Strong leg in the back. On your inhale, turn your back palm up towards the ceiling. And exhale, we're going to helicopter around, step back, and chaturanga. Inhale to your up dog or your cobra. Lift those knees, lift the hips, lengthen and lift. And then exhale, down dog. On your inhale, lift your left leg straight up high, reaching up as high as you can. And then exhale, bring the foot between the hands, ankle under the knee. Spin the back heel down and inhale up. Warrior one. Back hip forward, front hip back. Shoulders stacked right over the hips. Back leg is strong. Check that big toe on your front leg again. You want to be able to see it. Focus a few breaths here. Exhale to warrior two. This time square your hips to that side wall. This hip forward, this hip back. Check that big toe. Make sure your knee didn't turn in. Arms, shoulder height. Back leg is strong. Weight's in your front leg. In your feet are kind of like drawing in towards each other. Nice and strong. On your inhale, front or back palm up, and then exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra, and exhale, down dog. On your inhale, lift your right leg straight up, and then exhale, bring your knee forward towards your hands. Square your hips, walk your back leg back a little bit. This is pigeon pose. Walk your hands up so that you're sitting up nice and tall. Now where this foot is has a lot to do with how much stretch you feel. If your foot is more underneath you, it's going to be less intense. If your foot is more to the front, and not that flexible anymore, then it's going to be more intense. So you can adjust the level of the stretch by moving this foot forward or underneath you. So pick a spot, pick a level that feels good for you. Dropping your hips down with those exhales. And on the inhales, we're lengthening, creating space in the body. On your exhale, come, walk those hands forward a little bit. If you can only get here, then stay here. If you can go a little further, go down to the elbows or a little further. Wherever you find that sweet spot where you feel like you're really working, you're like at the edge where you feel the stretch, you feel good, but maybe a little bit more would be too much. So that's where growth happens. That's where change happens, is right in that sweet spot, right on the edge. You find that spot and hold it. Focus on your breath. On your next inhale, come back up. Tuck your back toes under, step back into the down dog. And take it in increments if you need to. Lift the hips, drop the shoulders. On your next inhale, lift your left leg straight up, way up high. Square your shoulders so they're not getting all crooked. And then on your exhale, bring that knee forward on the other side. Find that sweet spot wherever it is for that foot. Walk your back leg back a little bit. Drop your hips down to the ground. Lift up through the upper body, nice and strong, tight through the core, supporting your back. A few breaths here. When you're ready, you can walk the hands forward to whatever point that gets you to. This is a really good stretch for runners. It's going to work. It's going to stretch out that IT band and I forgot the name of it all of a sudden. The piriformis. It's going to stretch your IT band. It's going to stretch that piriformis muscle. It's going to be really good. And also for cycling, it's really good stretch for cyclists as well, because we tend to be, runners and cyclists, we tend to be tight in our hips. So this is a really good hip opener. When you're done with that, walk your hands back up. Bring this leg around to the front. Let's take boat pose, work our abs just a little bit. We're just about done. Sit up nice and tall. Lean back till you feel those abs engage. And then from there, this is kind of level one where you're feeling those abs engage. And if this is enough work for you, you can stay here. Or you can lift the legs. Drop your shoulders down. You can stay hanging on. The next level is to let go with the hands. You bring them up. You can lift the legs. Find whatever point in there works best for you. Focus on your breath. And release. Sit up nice and tall. Drop your knees down. Bring the feet into the center. Open up your hips. Let your knees drop out to the side. If you relax through your back, you lose the stretch through the hips. So you want to stay nice and tall. Shoulders back and down. Chest lifting up. Take a few more breaths in and out through the nose. When you're done with this pose, we're going to call that a day. That's about 20 minutes worth of yoga. So yoga is really good. Practice it as often as you can, daily if you can, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.